You know me. You can't come
Yeah, feel that beat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mickey. Come on, Mickey. Let's dance.
Dance? I thought you'd never ask. I'd love to.
Now, what are we going to talk about today? What, Doofenshmirtz can't be on the Mickey Shorts and More podcast? Oh, come on, Mr. Perry the Platypus. This is the perfect place to talk about all things Disney. Someone does not want me, Mr. Doofenshmirtz, on the show.
No.
But I'm kind of a part of the Disney family. I could be the and more of the Mickey Shorts and More podcast.
No.
I'm not the Mickey Shorts, but I'm the more. Everyone needs a good pharmacist in a pharmacist coat.
No.
Fine. Turn it over to the regular guy.
No.
Wait a minute. Now you're saying no to me.
No.
I see what you're doing there. Hey, Mickey Shorts Stirs. Welcome to the Mickey Shorts and More Disney podcast. My name is Steve. My co-host's name is...
Keaton and Perry the Platypus.
No, wait. Are you going to do your Perry the Platypus sound again this week? There we go. Welcome, Doofenshmirtz. Welcome, Perry the Platypus. And we are here to talk about the Season 3, Episode 10 episode called...
No.
No. Exactly. There are so many dad jokes that we can make to just have a lot of fun with this, but no is the episode title for this particular week. Mickey's going to have a hard time saying no to people, which is going to cause all sorts of different antics. But let's talk some Mickey Mouse. There's a lot going on this week. There's a lot to talk about. Lots of amazing things to discuss. So what do you say we get right down to it? First of all, before we start the official news of the week, let's talk a couple of quick show updates. First of all, as we mentioned last week, our show merchandise store is on hold while we try to figure out what to do with our logo. And if there's any graphic designers out there looking for a fun graphic design challenge, we would love to see your ideas. Again, our show logo, we've got to come up with a way to represent the Mickey Shorts and more without using Mickey Mouse and without using Disney fonts. So that way we can start reselling our merch once again with something that Disney is not going to pull off of the merchandise store. And then, as we talked about a few episodes ago, we do have this new series that's coming out on November 18th called The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. Now, one of the things we've been trying to do is we've been trying to figure out how best to cover this new show. And, you know, there's going to be episodes coming out twice a week. They're 7-minute long episodes, which is going to be more recording for us. And sometimes, to be completely frank and honest, one of the things that always catches me or kind of, messes up our show schedule is not the show recording. We love recording the show. We love talking about Mickey Mouse and the episodes that are happening. But sometimes it can take a little while to edit the show and release it. So our plan then for these new shows, at least our plan as of today, is to do more of a live reaction to the new episodes when they come out. Don't worry, these will still be on the podcast feed, all that kind of stuff. But you can also now watch YouTube, at least when the new episodes come out. And our goal, and we'll see if this works, is to watch and record our reactions to the shows live so you can see us watching them for the very first time. That could be a little bit tricky because when we talk about the episodes that are, we've been watching or that we do on the show each week, we've watched these episodes, dozens of times. We know what's coming. So therefore I can describe to you the action. But can I do that when I've never seen the episode? But it could be interesting watching our live reaction. So look for more details on that. But we are looking at the possibility of going live when the new episodes come out. So you can really literally watch the new episodes with us, get our first reactions see what we think of them. But more details coming in November.
We also got one of the products of the week things we talked about one time.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad that you mentioned that. So a few weeks ago, this is all this, past older show news stuff. A few weeks ago, we talked about a new mozzarella stick coming to grocers near you. These are mozzarella sticks in the shape of Minnie Mouse bow ties and Mickey Mouse ears. So you take them, you buy them, you put them in the oven, you heat them up, and you have nice, gooey, warm cheese sticks. We found one yesterday in the store. We found a box of them. We brought it home, and we're going to try them for the first time right now. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got the Farm Rich Disney Mickey Mouse and Friends mozzarella-shaped cheese. This is our product of the week a few weeks ago. We have it all cooked up, fresh from the oven, at least a little while ago. It's cooled since, so we don't burn our mouth on the cheese. And as this was a product of the week, we've got to to actually try it out. So one of them is shaped like a bow tie for Minnie, and one of them is shaped like Mickey ears for Mickey, which begs the question, Keaton,
Yes.
Mickey or Minnie?
I'm gonna do Mickey.
You're going to do Mickey. All right. That gives me Minnie. Now, Keaton is not a big fan of trying new things. He's got a look on his face like, please, Dad, don't make me do this.
I don't want to do this.
This was your idea. You saw this in the stores and then said, Dad, you should buy these at $4.99 a box so that we can try these on the podcast. And now he's like, I don't want to try it on the podcast. Well, I, for one, will eat them because they're sitting here in front of me. So, wait, I'm doing the mini ears, right? The mini bow tie. There we go. I'm sure everyone's loving hearing me chew through their car stereo. You know what it tastes like, bud?
What?
Mozzarella covered in breaded coating. Shocker, I know. But it's pretty good. For an adult that doesn't mind trying new things. So, Keaton, what is your take on this?
Cheesy.
All right, so you did take a bite. I will give you that. You did make a face while doing it. I'll give you that. But you did try it. So that's your take on it. Cheesy?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well,
Mozzarella cheesy.
say that again.
Mozzarella cheesy.
You can't even say mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. There we go.
Mozzarella.
No, not mozzarella. All right, so that's our official review of the... Oh boy, it's stuck in my throat. That's our official review of the Farm Rich Mickey Mouse and Friends mozzarella-shaped Mickey Mouse cheese sticks. Look for them if you're into that kind of thing in your grocer's freezer. And I'll take another bite.
Friends, loved ones, I've gathered you all here to tell you something important.
Okay, so now yummy cheese sticks aside, let's actually do some news because there's a bunch of good stuff to talk about this week.
Hold on, just still chewing.
All right, now as we mentioned a few minutes ago, there is this new Mickey Mouse Shorts series coming next month. It debuts November 18th. It's called The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. And we have our first official look at what the characters are going to look like in this new series. You want to see?
Mm-hmm.
So, as always with our show stuff, make sure you go to our website, www.mickeyshortsandmore.com, find this week's episode, and in the show notes, you can see all the links to this, so you can check them out as well. But Disney released a picture from one of the episodes, and what we've got is we have got Mickey and gang at what looks like a roller disco. They're discoing. They've got roller skates on. And what do you see, Keaton?
Them dancing on Goofy.
Yeah, well, okay, Goofy's kind of doing the splits in front of everybody, but everyone's doing a nice disco move. But what stands out to me is the fact that the characters look exactly like we've come to know them. These are the exact same style in the episodes that we cover in the Paul Reddish Mickey Shorts series. So this is going to be more of the same, which is fantastic news because it just means we're getting more good stuff. Now, in the original announcement, we did get another official look, coming from Mickey and Minnie in a Western setting. So we're looking at 2 different new episodes coming up here. One in a disco, one in a Western setting. But it's the same Mickey Mouse that we've been talking about, and that is exciting. Now, granted, Minnie's voice will be slightly different, but this should be good. So check that out for yourself. You can see this looks just like what we've come to expect, and that to us is good news. And again, coming November 18th. But you know what else is coming up pretty soon, Mr. Keaton?
What?
What's a Mickey Mouse show that you really enjoy watching while you eat food?
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, exactly. And guess what Disney announced this last week as well?
What?
There's a follow-up show coming to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It's not Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. The new show is going to be called Mickey Mouse Funhouse. So the same animated styles, the same computer-generated Mickey Mouse and gang that we have from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but it's a follow-up show called Mickey Mouse Funhouse. The description from this show says it's a whimsical animated series for preschoolers and their families that features Mickey along with classic characters Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto. The series, which is set to debut in 2021, also introduces Funny, an enchanted talking playhouse who leads the Sensational Six on imaginative adventures.
Oh, wait, a talking playhouse?
A talking playhouse. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So we're looking at a piece of concept art. We've got Mickey standing in front of the house, the fun house. Again, very similar style to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but a new show coming to Disney Junior in 2021 featuring Mickey and the gang. Now, again, aimed at preschoolers, and this should be fun to watch.
I wonder what the main title looks like.
Don't know. Guess we'll find out when the show comes out.
When's it coming out?
2021, sometime next year. That's all we know at this point. But they've at least announced it, so we know they're working on it. And they'll release it there. Now, Keaton, when we visit the Disney parks, what's something we love to look for?
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway?
We do, but we also love to look for hidden Mickeys. We like to try to spot things. And somebody spotted a really interesting hidden Mickey. You want to know where? A bulldog was born. And guess what's on his back?
A hidden Mickey.
A Mickey Mouse head. Almost the perfect Mickey Mouse head. It's a white bulldog, and bulldogs have spots and stripes and all that kind of stuff on their body. This particular dog just happens to have a full Mickey Mouse head and ears on his back, which is really cool. So there's a video again in the show notes that you can go and watch and see this dog's hidden Mickey. It's not very hidden. It's pretty obvious. But I want a dog with mouse ears. That's beautiful. And coming up this weekend in another news story. This isn't news. This is more just a resource that you can get. But this weekend, you know what we need to do, buddy?
What?
We need to carve pumpkins.
Oh.
Because next week is Halloween.
We need to get pumpkins first.
We need to get the pumpkins and we need to carve them. And for anybody who's in the same boat, who's like, what do I do for my Halloween pumpkin carving this year? We've got some great ideas for you. Again, in the show notes, look out for the Mickey Mouse pumpkin carving ideas. There's a whole bunch of ideas here of ways that you can carve your pumpkin to look just like Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
Well, there's the reaction I was looking for. Go to the show notes, check out our gallery of all these different cool Mickey Mouse pumpkins. You'll need that going into this Halloween weekend. So there's kind of a nice plethora of news stories for you for this particular week. And then, after the news, Keaton, what do we do next?
And look at all these fancy doodads.
The Mickey Mouse Product of the Week. This week, we tend to do a lot of kitchen stuff in our Product of the Week. Sometimes it's food, sometimes it's been dishes, but this one is really cool. And if you know that I like to cook, I like to occasionally cook food in our Instapot. And this week, we have 3 different styles of Mickey Mouse Instapots. Instapots.
What are those?
This is the big thing that sits on the counter that you sometimes says reminds you of R2-D2. But these are 6-quart Instapots. These are available at Walmart. I'll put the link to the direct spot where you can order them from walmart.com. 3 different colors. All of them feature Mickey Mouse in giant prominent graphics on the side of the Instapot. These are really cool. There's a red one. There's a white one. What do you think, bud?
I like it.
Yeah, these are giant things you can cook in. So if you're one of those people that has to have Mickey Mouse on everything in your kitchen, make sure to go check out that link and order your Mickey Mouse Instapot from Walmart.
Are you ready for the show?
What do you say we watch some Mickey Mouse?
No.
I knew you were going to do that. Okay, fine. We'll just end the show then.
I mean, yes. I was just doing a dad joke.
You were doing a dad joke. You were.
Think you can fool me with your dad jokes?
No.
Okay. This is season 3, episode 10, called No. The official show summary says, when people keep asking to borrow things from Mickey, he realizes that he has trouble saying no. The original air date was January 8th, 2016. So now we're actually into the 2016 cartoons. Credit where credit is due. This was written by Derek Bachman, Clay Morrow, Paul Reddish, Dave Tennant, and Dave Wasson. It was storyboarded by Clay Morrow and directed by Clay Morrow. So this is going to be another fun one where Mickey has kind of a miserable time through this thing, this crazy adventure. But Mickey sometimes has a hard time saying no.
No.
Well, or does he? Let's find out. So again, this is what you need to do if you want to follow along with us and our commentary. Go to the show notes. I know I keep saying that this week, but go to the show notes. Find the episode. There's going to be a link in there that says Watch With Us, which points to the episode on YouTube. And there you can follow along with us. Gonna give us a countdown, buddy?
3, 2, 1.
Mickey Mouse in No. Mickey is sitting in his chair. He's watching TV. Minnie Mouse comes in. She wants to borrow some butter. Mickey's like, well, I can't say no. He has a hard time even saying the word. He can't do it. So Minnie's like, all right, fine, give me the butter. Mickey dumps all the butter out of his popcorn, which is kind of gross. Gives it to her. It's kind of yuck. So now in comes Goofy. Goofy now wants to borrow his chair. Wait, why the chair? Ugh, now Goofy's making dad jokes. Charity.
Or dad jokes.
So he takes the chair, and Mickey again emphasizes the fact that he can't say no. So Goofy's like, well, fine then, I'll take your whole car. Mickey's like, wait, you want my car? Goofy's making more dad jokes. So now everyone's going to want to get on this game. Scrooge McDuck is asking him for money. Mortimer's asking to borrow a Minnie. Oh, that's kind of weird. Pete is shaving his back. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are toilet papering his house. Everybody, again, taking advantage because he can't say no. And now the 3 little pigs are stealing his entire house. And everyone, you can't say no, so we're just going to take advantage of you. Now, Donald comes up, and Mickey's like, I can't say no. But suddenly, he has an idea.
You never could say no.
Donald, that's it! You're going to teach me how to say...
See, still can't say it. So, Donald's like, no, I'm not going to teach you to do that. All right, fine. I will teach you to say that. Now he's beating the heck out of Mickey Mouse until Mickey's like, no, stop. Wait, I could say it. Now, Donald saved the day. Mickey can say no. And now he's trying to do that. So some poor lady comes up, asks for directions. Can you give me directions? No. And now she's angry. Can you help an old lady across the street? Nope. Now he's feeling bad about himself. He's running away from this situation. He comes up with a stop sign. Nope. Not going to stop. Will the cop pull him over? Nope, won't pull over. He won't tell the truth in court. And now he's in prison, clawing his way out. Very Shawshank Redemption-ish. So Mickey's running away. All the helicopters are trying to get him. He's sobbing in front of his gone house. But suddenly now, the three little pigs have brought it back, and they've made his house bigger. And they're like, hey, we're returning the favor. The cat gives his fish back with another fish. The Huey, Dewey, and Louie are cleaning up the toilet paper. Mortimer's like, you can keep the girl. So now, eventually, Mickey's back in his house. With Minnie returning the favor with his butter. Where's that butter been? And now Mickey's like, I guess it pays to be nice. And he's realizing he can say the word yes to mean no. Do you mind if we do this? Yes. I do mind, as a matter of fact. And that is no. Bomb.
No bonk.
Yeah, there wasn't a bonk at the end. So, Keaton, what do you think of no?
What was your favorite part?
My thoughts on it is if you go back into the show, like at the very beginning when they said you can't say no, like Pluto was waving goodbye to him.
Oh, let's look for that. So at exactly 1 minute and 16 seconds in, the dog catcher has now caught Pluto. Pluto's being taken away. And when the dog catcher's like, hey, do you want your dog? Minnie can't say no.
No. He does it again.
He should be saying yes. But poor Pluto is very sadly waving goodbye to Mickey in the dog catcher's net.
Oh yeah, there's another part when he does it. Watch Pluto. He waves goodbye again.
The follow-up shot to this now is at 1 minute and 28 seconds when there's this chorus of people saying, you can't say no. And once again, kind of tiny in the middle, you've got Pluto stuck in the dog catcher's dog catcher's net, slowly waving goodbye to Mickey Mouse. It's very sad. I don't know what the show producer's whole thing is about just making the saddest animated moments with Pluto, but this is another episode with just poor, sad Pluto. I wonder if he'll keep getting the same sadness in the wonderful world of Mickey Mouse. I'll be like, it's not the wonderful world of Pluto. He's poor, still abused animal. All right, anything else, buddy, stand out to you about no?
I noticed that there's like a basketball hoop on one of the houses. Look.
Uh-huh.
I kind of noticed that. And they took apart with the chimney.
They left the chimney there when the three little pigs took apart his house. Now, there's a lot of things in here that I just find really, to be interesting. This is a very fast-paced episode. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of really fast lines, really fast visuals. But I love how once Mickey finally does learn to say no, they come up with every worst-case scenario for him to experience saying no.
No.
An old woman saying, can you help me cross the street? And now Mickey's like, no. But then he feels horrible about it, which then sends him off on this whole crazy thing where, he's going up to a stop sign No, I'm not going to stop at that. Okay, the cop pulls him over. Pull over. No. You don't want to say no in that situation. But now that Mickey's on this new no kick, he can't not say it. Which, I mean, again, they're setting up all these kind of worst case scenarios. Goes to court. Do you promise to tell the truth? No. Oh, well, then you're going to jail, buddy. And once now, I mean, I know I can't put real world logic here on this. This is a cartoon, but now that Mickey's in jail, now he's escaped from jail, and there's police and helicopters looking for him. Isn't he still going to have to go back to jail?
He was not in that striped shirt anymore.
All right, cool, because he escaped. You just better hope that the cops don't, capture him. So wait, are we saying that Mickey is an escaped ex-con?
Ex-con?
That's the person who's been to prison. Mickey Mouse, escaped ex-con, head of Walt Disney Company, or the icon for the Walt Disney Company. The more I think about this, the more this is kind of messed up. Okay, that's why we love Mickey shorts. The other fun thing, the fun little nod in here is Mickey's now sitting in prison, and there's a cat in here. And in his little raspy voice, he says, "Horizontal stripes make my butt look big." Okay, this doesn't make any sense to me. Do these horizontal stripes make my butt look big? No. Seems like that would be the correct answer, the one that wouldn't get him into trouble. But he says no, and bad things happen. But you know what else is funny about that line? It's almost a direct lift in the line and the delivery from a Mulan, the original Mulan movie. This is when Yao, I think that's how you say his name, he uses the same line.
Okay, any questions?
Does this dress make me look fat? Ow! Do these horizontal stripes make my butt look big?
So yeah, just a fun little nod in his delivery and the line back to the original Mulan there. A lot of people don't realize that. Anything else, buddy, stand out to you in no?
I think it's time for your thoughts.
Now, I think this episode was just kind of a fun little nod from, the writers just to show what would happen if Mickey Mouse suddenly couldn't say no. Mickey Mouse has in fact said no plenty of times in past episodes. So there's not really a lot of, if you're trying to put this in the Mickey Mouse canon, there's really not going to be a great Mickey Mouse canon because they're kind of all over the place from week to week. But Mickey Mouse has in fact said no in past episodes. Now, this is the first appearance by the character Mortimer in the Mickey shorts. He's not been in them to this point. He will be in future episodes, but we've not seen him prior. Mortimer Mouse. Can I borrow your girl?
No. Why would she even do that?
Well, exactly. Why would you even do that? Why would Mickey Mouse go with him? And here's what I really want to know is what happened when Minnie Mouse did go with Mortimer? Because a few minutes later, it wasn't like, okay, she's back. It was like, you can have her. I don't want her. He was done. Whatever happened, he didn't want any more of that. So what exactly did happen when Mortimer borrowed Mickey's girl? That's disturbing in and of itself. Now, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, their outfits are identical to the ones they wore in Mr. Duck Steps Out. So I'm not sure why they decided to put them in those particular outfits, but it is a nod back to that show. Also, you notice that the cat brought back another fish. What fish was that? He ate Gubbles, Mickey's fish, and then brought him back a different one. I guess that could have been Bianca or Cleo from Pinocchio. But suddenly now Mickey has two fish. And what happened to that fish? Because they're not in any of the rest of the episodes. Again, we can't, there is no Mickey Mouse canon to try to say where are all these people in future episodes. It just doesn't work like that. A sad note, this episode marked Alan Young's final performance as the voice of Scrooge McDuck. He died on May 20th, 2016. So this is the last episode that he was able to record as that character. And then if you want a similar episode to this, you can watch SpongeBob SquarePants, the episode called The Abrasive Side, where suddenly SpongeBob can't say no. and has similar types of experiences.
What was that episode called again?
It's called The Abrasive Side. On
Abrasive
Abrasive Side, yes. So, a lot of just fun nods to things, but I love how they put together this worst case scenario for Mickey Mouse, where all the times he finally does say no, it gets him into a whole mess of trouble, and there you have Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse, the ex-con escaped prisoner icon of the Walt Disney Company.
Go to prison?
Does what?
Does SpongeBob go to prison in that episode?
I don't know. We'll have to watch it and look for it. So there you go. There is our thoughts and commentary on the episode called No.
No episode.
We're not going to be able to do this same pun next week, I'll tell you that much. So, Keaton, you know what it's time for?
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
All right, Keaton, it's almost Halloween next week. It's going to be Halloween. So, what is your joke of the week?
What's a witch's favorite subject in school?
What is a witch's favorite subject in school? You got it. You did the Halloween humor for the weeks leading up to Halloween. I gotta love that. What is the witch's favorite? Okay, math, no. Science, maybe science.
It is.
All right. Well, okay. Well, let's do the joke correctly. I'll let you do that. So, Keaton, what is a witch's favorite subject in school?
Spelling.
Spelling. Because witches make spells. What's your favorite subject in school?
Science.
Science. That's good. I like science too.
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
So, Keaton, we need to wrap this up so everyone can move on to the next podcast in their list of things to listen to. So, let's finalize the show. Remember, you can listen to all of our past episodes at www.mickeyshortsandmore.com. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, on Google Play, on Stitcher, on Amazon Podcasts, or whatever podcast player you listen to. Just do a search for Mickey Shorts and More podcast, and we should come up. You can connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Just do a search for Mickey Shorts and More, and you can find us there. If you want to email the show with your own thoughts, you can do so by emailing mickeyshortsandmore@gmail.com. Remember, if you are artistically inclined and have an idea for our logo, we'd love to hear from you as well. Send those to the same email address. And if you want to leave us a voicemail with your thoughts on any of the shows that we've covered, just call 541-321-0472. Leave us a voicemail there, and we will play it on an upcoming show. All right, Keaton, next week is going to be our second annual Halloween Spooktacular show, where we can have all sorts of crazy Halloween fun. Keaton and I both love Halloween season, so we like to really have a good time on our Halloween Spooktacular every year. And to do it, we're actually taking a break from the Paul Ruddish Mickey Mouse shorts. We're going back to the original old school Mickey shorts by covering the show called Lonesome Ghosts. If you want to take a sneak peek of that, it is available on Disney+. Go to their Halloween collection, look for Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in their ghost hunter outfits. And I think a lot of people know this classic Mickey short from so long ago. I used to have the Viewmasters of that episode that I watched in my room when I was your age. So, come see us next week. Come listen to us next week when we do our Halloween Spooktacular episode and get all ready for that. Thanks, everyone, for listening this week. Go watch more Mickey shorts. They will lighten and brighten your day. And with that, see ya. Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah, we're gonna dance all
Dun.